Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, New Orleans, not posing much of a threat right now.
I think for Los Angeles, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. We've got Yves Missi, and it's Gomez in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, MP is out there with Smith. Then it's Connect. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Bennett in at the 5 spot. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Newton can't get it to go. Down low, Che. And MP throws it down hard.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And stolen by Williamson. It's 2-on-1. Here's Che. And MP throws it down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Ferguson, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Back to MP. Smith outside. MP outside. Back to Smith. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Outside Connect. And there's a pick. Back to MP. Outside Connect. Ferguson with a rebound.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Inside. Here's Newton. Pass to Missi. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. MP with the block. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Still looking to get their offense. In gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. And it's 8 points for Shea.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Here's Ferguson, covered by MP. Ferguson, pass to Gomez. Here's Queen. Pass to Misi. Shot clock at 6. Here's Newton. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Misi's shot is good.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Williamson passes to Che. To the inside. Back to Williamson. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Pass to Ferguson. Over MP. Ferguson, no good. And it's the Lakers ball. A big splash. Oh, my! Throw it down!
Impressive read that time by Connect. Just a good basketball play there.
Here's Ferguson, still without a bucket. Misses the 3.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Che passes to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
But D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. Yeah, 3 turnovers already and some frustration starting to settle in.
They've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for MP. Now here's Morant. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. From outside the arc, Smith, that one's good. Smith's got 5 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Going with a whole new group out there. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. MP right side. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Hawkins can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 13. Che, shot is off. Pass to Hawkins. The 3. They get it back. Jones from outside. Drills it from deep. Jones has got his 2nd basket on the night.
That's the advantage of playing inside out.
Here's Che. 4 seconds left. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And so it's Los Angeles, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So for the Pelicans right now, we've got Herb Jones. Rudy Gobert is out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Clowney in at the power forward position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Shea in their last time out against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He dropped 35 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
5 to shoot, and here's Morant outside, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Hawkins, and again it's New Orleans with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Che. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now that we have a chance, let's check out the teams that are scoring the most points off turnovers. The Lakers, #1.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
Pass to Gomez. To the middle. And the dunk by Jones.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Ferguson, covered by MP. Gobert with a screen on MP to the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
And that one, good.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Back to MP. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Pass to Ferguson. Oh, MP with a block. Now here's Smith. Lots of room. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Ferguson gets the bucket.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
And it's Morant off the drive. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Newton, hounded by Morant. Pass to Ferguson. Fires from 14. And another one falls for New Orleans.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Here's Che. The Pelicans pull it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gomez, the pass to Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Here's Che. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Newton. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Williamson's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Smith. And then for New Orleans, Misi, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Queen in for Jones. Here's Che going inside. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Gomez. 15 in his last outing. To the left side wing. Picked by Misi. Here's Newton. And no good, trying to use the glass.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's Che. Misi grabs the board.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
They double him with MP. And we're going to have a jump ball. They double him with MP. Over to the wing. From deep. Newton can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Che. And that one's long. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Ferguson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Utah.
And he lived at the line. They could not find a way to stop him without fouling.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Big time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Pass to Newton. Misi inside. Check by James. Here's Ferguson. He's got 9. 4 on the clock. Queen misses. Throws it up high. On the break. Here's Gomez. Check by James. Pass to Newton. The 3 ball. He can't get it to go. Good D by MP. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
They're doing a good job getting the ball inside this quarter. Really trying hard to make up ground.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And New Orleans making a change here. Hawkins is checked in. Here's Gomez. 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Misi. Here's Queen. Here's Newton. And it's off from 3-point range.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, this game has gone the other direction.
Here's Che. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. It's stolen by MP. from 15 feet away, and he comes up with a bucket. Jay's got 31.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Misi's shot is good.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Back to MP. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. And that's now 33 points for Shea.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hawkins, the pass to Gomez. Here's Newton, covered by MP. Newton, Bennett with a rebound. Bennett's got 4 rebounds now.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Pass to Hawkins. No good on the triple. So we conclude the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And looking at the Trailblazers matchup, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Pelicans.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1980.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. They've got MP. Zion Williamson out there with Dalton Connect. Then it's Smith, and it's Bennett in at the center position. That's the Laker 5.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back to you, B.A.
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Pass to Gomez. Here's Queen. Here's Newton, covered by MP. Over MP. Newton can't get it to go.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Bennett, the pass to Chase. And MP throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Pass to Newton. Here's Queen, just 5 to shoot. Here's Ferguson. Rebound by the Lakers. Che's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Williamson finds MP. And the Lakers get it back. And here's Smith. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. Che's got 40 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Queen. Here's Ferguson. He's got 9. Here's Newton. Rebounded by Che. Che's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pelicans trail by 20. Here's Ferguson to end the cold spell. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Los Angeles is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And MP throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Newton. It's stolen by MP. Driving inside.
Oh, my God.
Wow! Bring it home!
And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
I wonder how long he's worked on that. First, you got to think it up. Then, you got to bring it to reality.
Bennett can't hit.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Gomez. Here's Newton. And again, New Orleans no good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Oh, deflected. And Williamson with the block.
Whoa. Zion looked like a flying fortress the way he protected the rim.
Here's Ferguson. Here's Queen. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Pass to Che. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Morant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Hawkins is checked in for the Pelicans. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. The Lakers, #1.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Deciding to change it up. .30 seconds left in the third. Here's Che. Here he goes. Jones up top. 2 points. That one goes. He has 7.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Los Angeles leading by 17. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for New Orleans right now, over at the forward spots, it's Murphy and Jones. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Ferguson in at the point.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yeah, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference. And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Pass to connect. Back to MP. Jones grabs the board.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Gobert passes to Ferguson, and that one drops for him.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Che. Behind the back and lays it in. Che's got 54 points.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Hawkins. Jones with a screen on Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And it's New Orleans with another.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
On the wing, Bryant. Stolen by Jones. From 13. Rebound, the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
James is checked in for the Lakers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Misi's checked in. Just 3 to shoot. There's the 3. Pass to Hawkins. Takes the 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Count it. Che's got 56 in the game.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Outside Jones. Here's Ferguson, covered by MP. Banked it in off the glass. Ferguson's gotten 4 this quarter.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Here's Timmy. He's guarded by Misi. Back to MP. Good! That's another bucket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's Ferguson. And the shot goes down. Ferguson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do
yet another bucket.
What a performance. I mean, who does this? It's just so rare.
This 60-point game has him closing in on 5th place in that category for a single season. Down low. Here's Jones. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Blocked! And they get it back. MP left side. James finds MP. Ferguson with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 14. Fires from deep. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. The Pelicans making a switch here. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Williamson outside. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Gomez. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Oh, they get a hand on it. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Ferguson offline with a 3.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Gomez. Pass to Misi. Up and in on the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Williamson for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Pass to Newton. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Lakers. Bennett's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Smith finds Williamson. Here's Bennett to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ferguson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Ferguson's got 11 points here in the second half. Connect on the wing. Pass to Che. And got it. Another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Ferguson, covered by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Queen. Shoots a 3. Oh, it misses.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Newton. Another shot, and he lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Good on the second one. Here's Ferguson. It's good from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Impede. Oh, the hang time. The double pump, and he lays it in.
Not easy to change your shot in midair like this. Great job of staying under control.
Puts it up from 17. Ooh, the shot misses.
Well, it's a make-or-miss lead. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
It's picked off. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Williamson. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
For three. Oh, it doesn't go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's MP. Oh, putting in work inside.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
The Pelicans call timeout. Here's Ferguson, covered by Smith. Puts up the tray. Oh, the shot is off. So it's Los Angeles now.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Hits both from the stripe.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And good. There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
They set the pick. Here's Gomez. He's covered by Connect. Can't hit it.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. And they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play. And by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a good position to advance to the next round.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, how did you approach this game, knowing your team is already set up to advance in the NBA Cup?
Just like any other game, they all count. We're trying to win the cup, but we're also trying to make the playoffs and win a title. So every game matters.
Sure does, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
There he is. What's up, bro?
What's up, MP?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K. 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. So the Nets starting 5. They've got Dillingham. Pierce is out there with Johnson. Then it's Che. And it's Craig in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, they've got OG Anunoby. O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cox in at the 2 spot. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Here's Cox. Right side, O'Neal. Pass to Cox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics. And Shea throws it down. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Pass to O'Neal. First quarter just over a minute played. And Williams throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. To the middle. And that one's good. Cox.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Suns.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And, GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Johnson can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. O'Neal hits them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And it's Shea missing. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here to the inside. Tipped away. Oh, the jam by O'Neal.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Shea kicks to Johnson. Shoots over O'Neal. Rebound by Williams. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Brunson. A kick out to O'Neal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs.
Nets trail by 15. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Jay. Josh Giddey is out there with Rollins. And it's Strawther in at the 4 spot. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, Che in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He dropped 56 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And that one's good to go from Che.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Knicks leading by 16. Porter passes to O'Neal. Here's Fultz. Fires from deep. No good. Down low. And slam dunk by Rollins.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Basket good. Towns has got 9.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Porter passes to Towns. Six on the shot clock. Right side, Sexton. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one. Inside. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Back to Che. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. New York City's home. A boogie with a hoodie. Very happy with what he's seeing from his Knicks.
Well, you're not going to find many fans that are more faithful than native New Yorkers are to their Knicks.
Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Nets. Anderson's checked in. And Che throws it down hard.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Johnson kicks to Che. Anderson trying to free himself up. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the paint. A kick out to O'Neal. There's Williams. No good there. Good D by Anderson. The Nets on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Che. There's 3 pointers off the mark. The Knicks leading by 10. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Brunson, right side. Outside, Towns. Misses the three. Nets trail by 10. Stolen by Brunson. Outside, Sexton. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for it. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Back to Che. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Sexton kicks to Brunson. From 12 feet out, the basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists in the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You look at Che. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Here's Dillingham. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Brunson. It's deflected. Towns wide open. And they get it back. Goes up again. Brunson, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys?
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's his check-in for the Nets. When the whistle blows, it's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Here's Fultz. 11 points last game. And that one drops for him. Brunson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Che kicks to Johnson. Pass to Craig. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson dishes to Che. Pierce trying to break free. Williams with the block. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They led by as many as 18 points. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Anunoby outside. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Pierce with a rebound. Pierce has got his 4th rebound in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get the rebound. And Dillingham now top of the key. Shea passes to Pierce, and the layup's good off the glass. Pierce has got his 2nd bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
From deep, Brunson. That shot missing. Here's Shea, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first half. Knicks lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the New York Knicks.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
When I look at the Nets, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Got to let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nets trail by 6. O'Neal is out there with Williams. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Cox in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
That's one for the highlight reel right there. He didn't hold back anything on that finish.
Brunson the pass to Cox. Anunoby in the corner. Inside, Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Brunson with a clean look. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shea outside. It's rebounded by New York. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4. Train at home. They get a hand on it. And a fast break now for New York. Pass to O'Neal. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Anunoby. Brunson. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pierce has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Shea dishes to Johnson. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Brunson down the lane. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up. Boy, when you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Here's Shea, and the three off target.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 20 points.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Here's Shea. Lays it up off the glass.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 6. Shea kicks to Johnson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 28 points for Shea.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Williams passes to Brunson. Offensive rebound. Williams kicks to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Cans it from downtown. Anunoby's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Johnson outside. Here's Shea going inside.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Pass to O'Neal. The tray. The rebound by the Nets. Shea's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Craig, and he banks in the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's O'Neal. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Williams, a screen on Craig. Shot clock at 5. Out to Brunson. No good on the 3. Nets trail by 3. Here's Shea. Here's Craig. Yes! And the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You know what else has been important is they've been focused and they have gotten themselves to the line, made their free throws, doing all the little things.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode. And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. Number 1, the Nets.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Fultz, the pass to Moody. Some nice passing by New York here. From deep, Brunson. Strawther grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Jay.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Steps back. Here's Brunson. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Jay, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Towns. Fires from 18. And it's Brunson missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
To the middle. Good. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that...
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Nets haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10. And the first one at the line is good. Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Knicks. Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Knicks. 9-point game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Towns for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got 12 in the game.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Jay with the bucket.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now here's Towns. Puts up a deep 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket.
New York making a change here. Brunson's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Strawther's checked in, and now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead, and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Pierce. Dillingham is out there with Jay. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Strawther in at the small forward position. And Brunson, here we go. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Fultz. 5 on the clock. New York, no good that time either. Nets trail by 4. Here's Jay. Here's Strawther. It's rebounded by New York. They led by as many as 18 points. And the foul called on Shea. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Mark Williams is checked in for New York. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brunson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. 24 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
The Knicks leading by 4. It's up a 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jay kicks to Craig. Fires for 3. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Brunson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. O'Neal inside. Craig is on him. O'Neal no good.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Dillingham's checked in for Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Johnson. Jay sets a screen for Johnson. Back to Jay. And Jay throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
He parachutes in for the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. O'Neal with it. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Just a huge bucket there, and you're right. I mean, the key was finding the matchup where they have the clear size advantage and putting it to use.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
O'Neal a screen on Craig. 5 to shoot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Brunson. By Jay. Now Williams. Oh, the slam dunk.
You get to see on display how Jalen Brunson has become this dynamic force offensively. Nice use of the pick and roll.
A target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Knocked away. And stolen by Jay. Now Johnson. And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now Williams. And the layup is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That finish.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Brunson scanning the floor. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, muscling it in, Brunson.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen. He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball, and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
O'Neal sets the screen for Brunson. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Dillingham is out there with Shea. That's Pierce. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward. And the foul called on Shea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Anunoby outside. Williams sets a screen for Anunoby. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Shea. That's his 5th foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Outside, Brunson. Fires from 14. The shot misses. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. No good.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Anunoby fires. The long shot, no good. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Johnson. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Outside, Brunson. Denied! Pierce with the block. Shea inside. And he gets that one to go.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Knicks trail by 4. Here's Cox. And here's Brunson. That one misses. Shea inside. Guarded by O'Neal. Layup, no good. Knicks have gotten off to a rough start here in overtime. Missing 4 consecutive to start the period. Got it to go off the glass.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Takes it inside. Layup, no good. Knicks have gotten only 1 of their first 5 shots to drop here in overtime. Here we've got Brunson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Shea outside. And he banks the layup in.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
And there's the 3.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Now Johnson lets loose a 3. Connects again.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. 4-point game. Brunson, no good from 3.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Williams, another chance. He gets the bucket on the way in.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
They lead by 4, and so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, you love to see a guy step in nice, calm, cool, and collected and knock the free throws in.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Williams. Layup, no good. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. See you next time.